Hello guys. Welcome here. The tonal shift to slapstick ultraviolence could be jarring as a classic villain arrives in Krypton Season 2. The season-long big bad will be the main man himself, Lobo. Lobo was created by Keith Giffen and Roger Slifer in the pages of Omega Men back in 1983. The character made the move from generic to a parody of 90s comics, thanks to the work of Giffen, Alan Grant, and Simon Bisley in Lobo, The Last Czarnian. Casting has yet to be announced for the villain in Season 2 of the sci-fi drama as the character continues to be eyed for the big screen. Lobo is the last of his race, the Czarnians, who murdered all of his fellow Czarnians mostly for the hell of it. He has at various times been contracted to kill Santa Claus, all of his children, criminals, as a resurrected cyborg, Lobocop, and to find a murderer hiding in a planet-sized brothel by pleasing all of the women there until he can complete his mission. His presence on Krypton should be a subdued affair. He was born a devil in the midst of utopia. Loosely translated from his native language, his name means, "he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it." As a teenager, he single-handedly slaughtered his entire civilization, becoming the last of his race. Now the mercenary roams the universe on his motorcycle, getting paid for what he loves most, murder and mayhem. DC Comics villain Lobo will be the big bad of the forthcoming season of the drama about the untold story of Superman and his home planet, Krypton. Casting for the character has yet to be announced. Season 2, due in 2019, will examine the consequences of Season 1 and, in some ways, will see the series start anew as showrunner Cameron Welsh and his team redefine the world that was saved last year. Lobo only works when you play him as absurd, extremely violent slapstick, which is why last year's Lobo Road Runner special was an extremely effective comic. It was overshadowed by Batman, Elmer Fudd, but Lobo and Wile E. Coyote's team-up was good enough to justify the entire crossover. Also joining the cast of Krypton are Nightwing and Flamebird. They are two constantly resurrecting Kryptonian gods who have inspired a number of super teams in Krypton's history. And the story about them that Superman tells a young Dick Grayson inspires his eventual name change in one of my favorite pieces of continuity from the DC universe. The decision to bring Lobo into the Krypton world arrives as Warner Bros., which controls the rights to DC characters on both the big and small screens, is eyeing the big bad for a feature film. Warner Bros. Pictures is developing Lobo as a possible directing vehicle for Michael Bay. A movie take on Lobo has been in various stages of development for more than 15 years, with Will Smith, Dwayne Johnson, Guy Ritchie and Brad Peyton all previously connected with the IP. Season 2 of Krypton will expand beyond Kandor to other planets as Doomsday is unleashed. The Superman prequel will also delve into the origins of Brainiac and get a better sense of the true threat the character poses. What else is happening in the DC universe? Find out by subscribing to my channel. See you soon.